Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm Blitz5 and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Requisitions, the basic training perk in Call of Duty World War II. And in the background here, playing Domination on the map .2 Hawk using the Papish. Not my favorite rifle, but I know that this is regarded as one of the best submachine guns in the game. Pulled this out because the team we were playing last game beat us, and I don't like losing in Call of Duty. So I pulled out this class with Requisitions. And what was interesting here is in the beginning, I was absolutely shredding on these kids, and I feel like they were kind of sandbagging the beginning of this game. I was just running through, drop shot this guy. Second guy comes through, just going to drop shot him, and because it's drop shot day, we're going for the third drop shot, baby. But anyways, just kidding around. Started playing these guys in the first half of this match. They were just literally and metaphorically just laying down. And then in the second half, it seemed like they were kind of messing with us, and then they turned it up. But since we had built up such a lead and I'm using Requisitions, it was already a wrap, and we ended up taking the game for a victory. But you guys can stick around and check it out. So like I said in this video, talking about Requisitions, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because I've come to the conclusion that Requisitions perk is broken in this game and is overpowered, is all of the above, and it's kind of ruining the experience for me in this game, especially when you run into tryhard players or you're in a tryhard lobby or you're playing against a good team. It kind of just ruins the experience to me because it's necessary to have, and or at least I feel like it's necessary, and I don't like feeling that way in Call of Duty. And it's kind of part of the whole system where there's only one basic training, and to me it seems like people either use Hunker or Requisitions when they're tryharding, and I don't like the fact that, you know, has to be these staple basic trainings or staple anything in a video game, because it just limits. There's so many options. Why are there things that are so much better than the other? Because then it just limits it, and all its options go away and become pointless. So what I want to say here is, if you don't know what Requisitions is, it's the perk that continues your kill streaks even though you die. So this has been a perk or whatever in the past couple Call of Duties, and I feel like this first started in Modern Warfare 3 when they created the support kill streaks, and you could still pile them on even if you died. But then the downside is that you can only get the kill streak one time. And I'm pretty sure, if my Call of Duty history, I'm a Call of Duty historian, you know, on the side, amateur. If my memory serves me correctly, I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare 3 was the first one to do this. And I really like that system because it's sort of unfair to give someone an advantage of, hey, even if you die, we're going to give you this kill streak. So what they did is they said, hey, we're going to make these support kill streaks. They're totally different. They're supportive. They're not going to be like an attack helicopter or, you know, like AC-130. They're going to be something more like an EMP, or I forget exactly what it was. It was like a UAV, EMPs. There was stuff like that, like a Blackbird, whatever it was in the game. Just stuff to support your team, nothing to give you some major kill advantage. So fast forward into Call of Duty World War II, and Requisitions perk is not that way, but what it does is it doubles the amount of score that you need to get the perk. So it's not exactly double, it changes, but it averages to be around double. So for example, if the paratroopers are around 1,200 points, 1,200 total points in the game, then they take 2,400 points to achieve once you put on Requisitions. So that's supposed to be the downside, is that, hey, it's going to take double the amount of time and that you only get them once. But the issue is, in Call of Duty World War II, kill streaks are already extremely difficult to get. So if I'm doing my math here correctly, I think a UAV takes 500 points to get in the game. So if you're playing Domination, you only get 50 points per kill. So you would need 10 kills just to get a UAV in this game. And I think it just said I got 150 points there for capturing a point, or 100 points. Then even then, you would still need to get the first point off the bat. Say it gives you 150. Then you would need to get how many kills? One kill would give you 200. Then you still need 30. You still need 300 points. So divided by 5, you still need 6 kills, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You need a ton of points to get UAVs. And I've noticed that there's a lot less UAVs in this game. So even to the point where when you get a UAV, it's like, oh, wow, this is really strong. It has a big impact because not everybody can get UAVs in your team. So this removes the incentive to using Requisitions, really, because if you're in a below average player or average player, you might be getting a UAV once or 0 times a game. So what's the difference if you put on Requisition, and then you might as well put on something like an artillery strike or paratroopers, and then you're achieving kill streaks that you wouldn't have even gotten in the game to begin with. So I feel like, you know, everything in life and in, well, and life, video games are in life. Everything in life needs incentives and disincentives to do them and to use them, and that's why, you know, things are picked over another. And I feel like as a theme, that's what's wrong with Call of Duty World War II, is that the incentives are just off and it limits the amount of options there are. And I said that in the beginning, but that kind of just makes things an issue and kind of game breaking. So yes, you don't need to use requisitions to win. Not everybody does use it, but I've noticed that when you're playing good teams, you know, it's almost become a requirement that if you're taking a point, you have hunker on. Because if you are standing far away and you throw a grenade to B, if they have hunker, you can't kill them. That's the easiest way to get someone off a flag, is to just throw a grenade across the map, right? Everybody knows how to do that. They're taking, you see a point getting taken, you just chuck all the grenades you have over there. So a hunker basically takes that away. And then when you use, if you're the killer on the domination team, or you like to, you know, go for kill streaks and all that stuff, if you use requisitions, there's really no counter to that. And if you put them up super high, like I do, like sometimes I do paratrooper, the firebomber, and ball gunner, whatever that is, do that in hardpoint. If a couple people in your team are running that, and then the other team, part of your team, is running hunker, then those are the guys in the hardpoint or taking the flag. You save up. Once you get a firebomber or ball gunner, it's basically unstoppable, and the other team can't counter it at all. So I just think that there's something off about that, and when I'm playing good players, I feel like I have to have this on to ensure that my team wins, to ensure that I get those kill streaks. And, you know, for the most part, when I am doing this, we do win. So, but it does get a little boring because I don't want to have to use requisitions all the time, but I like winning more than I like just playing with a different perk, if that makes sense. So when I run into a try-hard lobby, or I really want to win the game, I feel like I just end up going back to the 2 or 3 classes I have with requisitions on, so I can ensure the victory. What stinks about that is in previous Call of Duties, I felt like I could use a funny class like Duelist or something else and really ensure the victory no matter what, because there wasn't going to be somebody else on the other team who had such a strong thing like requisitions, right? So really, you know, if you get caught off guard and another team starts building up requisitions before you can, it's going to be really hard to come back, because like I said before, I keep repeating myself, you just can't really counter it, and that's unfortunate to me. So that's really the reason there. I just feel like because the kill streaks are so hard to get in this game, the requisitions become a little bit broken, and I feel like going back to the Modern Warfare 3 system was a lot more efficient, a lot more fair for everybody. If you're going to run something like this, the kill streaks are different, and while they're at it, I really feel like they should just set up kill streaks per class. If you want to run some kind of support kill streaks, you have the classes for that. If you want to be the killer, then you have the kill type kill streaks, for lack of a better word, and that's how it is. I hope that, you know, I wish I could talk to somebody at Call of Duty and just help this out. Maybe I'm about to apply for Treyarch and be like, yo, this is what you guys need to do in the next Call of Duty. I have literally 1 million hours in Call of Duty. So I think I'm just going to put that on my resume. I think I'd be a good qualified person to do some game changing, some game balancing, all that good stuff. So anyways, that's what I think. That's what I'm saying, man. Bold statement. Requisitions is game breaking. I use it all the time. I'm tired of using it. I want there to be some different stuff. I want to have some fun in Call of Duty. I also wish there was some kind of way where you could be like, I'm down for try hard right now. I want to use something silly, but there's never going to be a way. I think I said this in one of my previous videos. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you usually using hunker or requisitions or something like that? I feel like you probably are if you're still playing Call of Duty. If you're not playing Call of Duty, stop talking to me about Fortnite. No, I'm just kidding. I'll play some Fortnite. I tried out Fortnite. I downloaded PUBG, so I'm going to post some of that gameplay soon to my channel. So please stick around, subscribe, like, dislike. F yourself, F me. You know the drill. I'm Blitz5. Peace out.